What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Celso Talks Podcast. I am your host, Celso Santiago Jr. It is Friday, September 11, 2020. The time it is 8:02 in the morning. And outside it's a little pretty cold outside. It's raining a little bit. I mean, it has been raining since probably last night. But, we do have a little rain this morning. The floor is wet and we have a lot of clouds in the sky. So, this topic that I want to talk about is going to be like a really touchy topic. I'm going to say probably like 19 years ago today. Either 18 or 19 years ago today. Something horrific happened. And I know that we all know what happened in 9/11. On September 9, 2001, we were attacked. That was the day that we lost a lot of people. That was the day that we lost the Twin Towers. That was the day that America, for the first time, had faced horror. And when it happened, everybody saw it. Everybody saw that. I remember I was going to MCC College by that time. I had my first job. I was working at Two Tip Inc. It's a factory that was at Trolley Boulevard, and on daytime, I was going to MCC College, and after that, I was going to work. So, I do remember that day like it was yesterday. And I think that is something that nobody will ever forget. And every year, excuse me, when this day comes, we always going to remember it. So I remember being at the class, and I think we were finishing. I don't know. I don't remember what we was doing in the class. I think we probably were just like chilling because that day there was nothing to do. There was, our teacher didn't give us too much to do, so we just basically were just watching TV, and I remember I was drawing. I remember that. I remember I was drawing. I was on I was sitting on my desk, and I was just drawing, and next to I look up and I watch the TV, and I saw the first airplane hitting the one of the twin towers. So it was kind of funny because it's like me and my classmate, we was looking the TV like it was a movie. I thought it was a movie, to tell you the truth. I thought it was just a movie and would show us something. And next thing you know, we see our teacher running to the class. You see, my teacher, he was a Christian. I don't know if he's still alive. I don't know. But his name was Mr. Colon. I remember that name, Mr. Colon. And I remember that he was running to the classroom, and he cursed. I never thought this guy cursed, maybe because he was scared. And he said, "Everybody leave the classroom," which that was what he really said. But just I cannot say it in my podcast because I don't curse, and I don't want to curse in my podcast anyways. But just think what he really said, or imagine what he really said. So he said, "Get your stuff and let's go. We need to go right now." Next thing you know, the alarm started ringing. And I remember that they was telling us to not use the elevator. And we had to walk down the stairs. And just imagine walking down the stairs when it was dark and all you could see is red lights. That's all you can see, just red lights, and hear this eerie alarm. People were screaming. People were asking what was going on, and finally we got out of the building. And I heard a lot of people say, "Oh my God, we under attack. This is a terrorist attack. The Twin Towers are being destroyed. People are dying." And I was scared. I was scared that day. I used to smoke weed, to tell you the truth. I used to smoke weed. And I used to always carry at least a blunt or two blunts in my pocket. But I remember when I was getting out of the building, you could hear the sirens. You could hear the police sirens. You could hear the fire trucks sirens. You can hear, the ambulance sirens, and cops here, cops going over here, going over there, fire departments go over here, going over there, and it was crazy. And people were running on the streets. And when I know that, I went to the side of the building and I called my aunt. First, I texted her. I said, "You need to pick me up. You need to pick me up right now." And she said, "On my way. On my way. On my way." I was so nervous. I was scared for my life that I didn't care. I took one blunt and I started smoking. And for me, I felt like that was going to be my last smoke, because I feared for my life. I know everybody did that day. Everybody feared for their life that day. Everybody thought that would be the last time that, I don't know, I still can remember everything. It was crazy. It was a really crazy day. So I remember my aunt, she came and, she picked me up. And I went home. I remember going to my room. And I just laid on my bed, watching the TV. And just watching everything going down that happened. Watching the Twin Towers going down. You could see people jumping from the building to their death. Then you could see the Pentagon getting hit. The question, it was why. That was the question that I had in my head. Why? Why this happened? Why this had to happen? I remember that day that I got so high that day. I got so high that day, and I started drinking, and my nerves was bad, and I even was crying. Tell you the truth, I even was crying. I remember later that day, I went to my friend's house, and I was talking to my friend, and we were just talking about what just happened that day. We were clueless, I know everybody was clueless and wanted some answers. This is the day that we're always going to remember. We don't want to, but we're always going to remember what happened that day. And it's crazy because I don't remember there were survivors. I don't remember did they find some survivors. They probably did. I don't really remember. But those people in that twin towers, they didn't have no chance to escape. That was what's really sad. They didn't have no chance to escape, and we couldn't do nothing. We couldn't save them. We couldn't help them. All we did just watch. All right, guys, there's going to be a second part for this, so stay tuned for the second part. I love you all. God bless you. And remember, this day, remember the 9/11, and remember how blessed you are. God bless you, and I will talk to you guys later. Stay tuned for the part 2 of remembering 9/11.